It's the most wonderful time of the year. With the kids jingle.
What's going on, guys? Sunday, February 22nd. That clip you just saw was actually yesterday, Saturday, and it came down. The snow came down for about 8 or 9 inches is what we got where I live. Pretty annoying. I actually spent most of the day yesterday being pretty physically active. In the morning, I helped move a leg press for my old job from one physical therapy clinic to another. That took about 4 hours, and that thing, it was so heavy. It was at least like 800 to 1,000 pounds. That leg press was so heavy. When I record in the future, I'll get some clips of it, and maybe I'll do some instructional videos with that leg press, because it is a pretty sweet piece of equipment. And after that, I spent the day shoveling snow, and I also did a light shoulder workout at a friend's house. So I'm still getting over this cold. In the commentary, I'll talk about what I did at the gym just to adjust, and I didn't hit the numbers or the weights that I usually do, just because I'm trying to let my body recover a little bit. And it's frustrating because I was planning a deadlift PR soon. I was gonna go for 430, which is pretty safe PR. I think I probably have 440, maybe even 450 in me, but I think that'd be a total grind, and I think it might be like at the point where I might risk injury, so I'm not gonna push that. But probably push that back 2 to 3 weeks and just focus on just getting stronger, not testing strength, just building the strength for now. So I hope you guys like the title too, that full day of eating. I'll probably never do a full day of eating, but after I'm going to do deadlifts at the gym today, and after I do that, I might go over to a friend's house and just do some biceps and core and help him train a little bit too. So I'll see you guys at the gym. Hopefully it's not too busy. What's going on, guys? Back with another commentary. I want to start off by apologizing for my voice. I am recovering from a cold, if you can't tell. And I'm just going to talk about what I did this last week, because I was sick from pretty much Monday until now, which is Sunday. So almost a week of just being sick and having fatigue-like symptoms. No real body pains, but having like a cold, the sniffles, sore throat, a cough, and a bunch of congestion. So here you're going to see me deadlifting. I was supposed to do 365 for a 5x5. I was just trying to ease my way back into it, and I've hit this weight. I hit this weight, I think, a few sessions before I got sick, so I figured it would be a good place to start back up. As far as training went for the last week when I was sick, on Monday I just did some speed deadlifts with 355, and on Monday I wasn't feeling as sick as I was later on in the week. Monday was kind of the day that it started, and so I just did 355 for some speed deadlifts, 5 sets of 3, and I felt like I was slowly getting sick and I was slowly losing energy, but I still kind of pushed it a little bit. And then Tuesday was pretty bad. Wednesday I was feeling really bad, but I forced myself to go, and it was my bench press day, so I did 185 pounds. I kept it fairly light, trying to work around bodybuilding parameters and not tax my CNS and tax my joints. I just wanted to recover, so I just did 185 for 4 sets. I think I did 8, 7, 6, and then the last one I just did 4 because I was exhausted. I think my strength is still there. It's just fatigue sets in so much quicker when you're sick. There you can see I decided to scrap the deadlifts because I actually hurt myself. I talk about that a little bit at the end of the video too. So I moved on to some accessories and did more bodybuilding parameters just to help my lower back recover. But back to what I did last week. I did bench on Wednesday, and I went in on Thursday and did squats. And once again, I was feeling terrible. A little bit better, but I was still feeling pretty bad. So I just did 225 pounds for 4 sets of 6. And then some really light front squats with just 135. And during the workout, I felt good. The weight was moving. I felt like I had good speed. It was being very explosive. But it's just funny because after I was done the back squats and the front squats, I was just exhausted, and I was trying to do some accessories. And I think that's a good tip if you are sick, is to skip the accessories and just do the main work, just so that you don't forget the movement. It's not like you're going to forget the movement altogether, but just so that you can work on your technique and things that you wouldn't ordinarily work on if you were going into it like a heavy regular session. So that's kind of why I did what I did with the 185 bench press and the 225 squat. I could focus on speed and explosiveness. But you will if you're sick, and this is just like a normal cold. Obviously, if you have the sniffles, that's one thing, but if you have a cold with a sore throat and congestion, it's hard to breathe. Like, my breathing was terrible for the squats, and a lot of things just weren't going my way. Now, if you have flu-like symptoms, then I think you should definitely skip the gym, but I didn't have any body pains or muscle weakness or muscle fatigue, just general overall fatigue. So since I'm still recovering from this cold, I only did one set of pull-ups here, and didn't feel too great. I think I did only 5 reps of 25 pounds, so I moved on to unweighted pull-ups, and then I moved on to these rows that you're seeing right here. The one good thing is I did get some good angles at the gym today. There were more people there than I thought would be there because it did snow, but it's surprisingly all the snow is melting, so I guess people were more inclined to show up. So I was happy with the angles I got, especially on the deadlifts, but of course once I get a great angle, I hurt myself, and I'm going to talk about that at the end of the video. I'm going to conclude the commentary right here, so thanks for watching and dealing with my voice. Hope to be back full, healthy, and recovered fairly soon. So deadlifts didn't go the way I wanted to go. Felt something in my back kind of on that second set, and then I decided to test the third set. I was going for a 5x5, and that's a weight that I've hit before, but I just wanted to ease my way back into it, especially after being sick. But I felt something immediately, not immediately, but I just didn't feel right going to that first rep of that third set. So I decided to like scrap it and just take it easy for the rest of the workout. So that's obviously frustrating for me. It's a little bit achy, so I'm going to do some stretching and some joint mobilization. Hopefully that'll make it feel better, because it's something that I've had before. It's a recurring injury. It hadn't happened in a while, so that's why I had made a lot of progress, but that's also why I haven't made as much progress as I'd like, so I'm not as strong as I'd like. So despite that, I'll probably still head over to my friend's house and do some biceps and core. He does have these elastic bands, kind of like the Elite FTS bands. They're stronger than like the therapeutic bands, the TheraBands that I use for warming up. They're more resistance, stronger elastic material. So he does have those. I'll do some stretching. So I lied. I'm actually not going to go to my friend's house and do that bicep workout. Back's getting pretty achy, and I don't want to push myself too hard. So I'm just going to take it easy at home. Maybe take some fish oil supplements and like 1 ibuprofen, because it's not that serious, but just to reduce some inflammation. I'm going to conclude the video right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.